I'm not quite sure yet where we're gonna set up. I know back in the day when I would come here before they redid the bridge, which boy did it need, we would climb out over the edge. We would hang out there. Ironically, with the state of the bridge at that time, that was the safer choice. I'm curious if I have the dexterity to do that again, now that I'm a bit older. I could end up there, overlooking the river. I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe we can get out and actually get in the river. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do some thinking. One way or another though, there's certainly worse ways to spend a lunchtime on a Thursday than to be out here. The gratitude for that is not lost on me. There's not much in the way of a foothold. This is probably from there up maybe 6 feet. So I don't know that I'll be going back over there. Might be getting too old for that, but if I can get out to that sandbar, I think that'd be a nice place to be. Let's see if there's a trail. Probably not a real trail, but there might be a game trail that gets us out there. This is about the density of the brush that I would have to go through, and I'm not really looking to bushwhack. And I almost gave up right at this tree. So then, I don't know if it translates on here, but do you see what I see? I see a game trail. Let's check it out. Last time I went in the water out here would have to have been, oh man, like 12 years ago. Treated it as a lazy river of sorts. Following the game trail this way because it branches off, but this way goes towards water. And golly, if I didn't ever get some leeches on me that day. So I'm hoping I can stay on the shore until we get to the sandbar. But if not, no bother. We'll make it work. Oh boy. Almost just absolutely ate it. Oh. Oh boy. Dang idiot. Since I know I'm gonna have to change anyways, might as well make it count. Do my best not to ruin this camera. By getting sucked into this mud. Oh, that feels nice though. Again, there are worse ways to spend a Thursday. So here we are on the sandbar. Now we just gotta find camp. Over here looks like I might be able to find some back support. That's pretty big for me. Oh yeah. School of minnows. I don't know if you can see them. That's fun. Catch some of those for lunch, huh? Alright, here we are at camp. Find a comfy place to set up. And we'll try our deceptively named Cold Weather MRE. Oh, okay. That's not bad. Let's see what we got today. Alright. Menu number 10. Cold weather meal, scrambled eggs with cheese. Western style. What makes scrambled eggs Western style, you ask? You tell me, then we'll both know. Oh, dude, I am already seeing a little Tabasco sauce. That is a good sign. Ooh. So in a future episode, I have odds and ends pieced out for, a few more episodes for ones that aren't full packs like this. And one of them is a maple muffin top, and I've been very excited for that. It's in here too. The pros of that, I get to try that today. Very thrilled. The cons of that is now I don't have a dessert for whatever meal that was supposed to line up with. No bother, just a little change in plans. Alright, so breaking into the cold weather pack, I'll list off what we got. As I said before, the maple muffin top, very excited for that. That's going to be awesome. Cheddar cheese pretzels, we'll probably start with that while this is cooking. Chocolate chip toaster pastry. Famous MRE spoon. We got our odds and ends pack that has freeze-dried coffee, Tabasco, gum, sugar. Nice. I brought some pour-over coffee, but I think I'll try the freeze-dried coffee because this comes with instant cream or Irish cream cappuccino instant powder. So that's cool. We'll make our own cappuccino today. Got dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. And then the star of the show. We got an orange beverage base, but I'm not going to be doing that. Star of the show. Western style scrambled eggs with uncured ham, peppers, and cheese. That's cool. All we got to do is add 1 cup of boiling water. Stir, close zipper, wait 5 minutes. Stir again, wait another 4 minutes. Here we go. So we'll get right to that because that's going to need time to cook. You definitely don't want to be eating that. So I don't like ham. I'm obviously going to eat it, but I wonder if ham is better dehydrated. The answer to that's yes. That's crazy. I thought that was going to be gross. I was going to do it for the bit, but I thought that was not going to be good. That's pretty good. So I have no way to know what a cup is. Let me just eyeball it. Great thing about thermos, they keep things just as hot as they do cold. Watch me stir it up. Ooh, spilling some of that hot water. Nah. Sorry, tried to show you. This is what it looks like before it's cooked. Really, I don't need it cooked, I just need it hydrated. The temperature does not matter too much to me. So we'll set that down to wait. We'll move on to the rest. Alright, so in the meantime, instead of using my coffee, which was the plan, and I might still do that to make it extra strong, who knows. I'm going to break into this odds and ends pack and get the freeze-dried coffee. The directions: allow water, just chemically purified, to stand 30 minutes before adding coffee. I believe that is information for if you're in the field, because I am not. I'm using water from a sink that I put in a thermos. Oh, jeez. That's what the coffee looks like. It's going to be mixed with an awful lot of dirt. That's fine. Pour that in there. Since there's the Irish cream cappuccino instant powder, we'll put that in too. We'll live in luxury today. And I think, just because Mama didn't raise no quitter, I'll double down with this too. In a previous episode, I used the system here where you can lock it onto your cup. That's useless. Just dump the whole thing in. Steep it like tea. We'll let that sit for a bit, and I'll stir it after. Because right now I want to get into the rest of the meal. We're going to appetize ourselves with cheddar cheese pretzels. That'll be cool. Oh, nice. They're like combos. I wonder if they're made by the same company. Be curious to look into that. But it's not a combo, so let's check it out. Yeah, you can't tell me that this isn't a combo. I bet you it's made by the same company. Because this is such a familiar snack, I feel hesitant to review it. But if you haven't had combos, or in this case cheddar cheese pretzels, it's a cylindrical pretzel that's hollowed out and filled with In this case, they're calling it cheddar cheese, but it's like a processed cheese spread. The outside of the pretzels are salted. It's great. Got nothing against that. I'm gonna take the tiny little Tabasco. That's crazy. And set that to the side so I don't forget to put that on my eggs. Moving on, we've got dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. Probably should have added water to this first. But again, I just need it to hydrate. I don't need temperature. That ought to be more than enough. Because we got the MRE spoon and my backpack spoon, I don't have to do too much cross-contamination. That's nice. So let's stir this up here. Who knows, maybe maybe egg and granola is good. You know what's wild? I can't really show you. I'll have to pick the camera up. But you know how it said with milk and blueberries? The water just turned blue, or I guess white, milk colored with blueberries. Check this out. See that? That's pretty cool. I should have shown you before, but it was just dried granola, dried blueberries. No liquid, nothing. Throw the liquid in, now we got milk. Yeah, nice view too. Getting a little picky here, but I don't like blueberries neither. So I'm not going to waste too much time letting that rehydrate. We'll get right to it because I'm not super thrilled about it. If you like granola and dried blueberries, you'd like that. Nothing to write home about. I don't like breakfast. I don't do breakfast stuff. But if you did, I bet you would enjoy that for breakfast. I'm gonna take one of these cheddar pretzels to put some savory back into my life. I'm just now realizing, of course, this is all breakfast stuff. It's eggs, so of course that's paired with granola. That makes sense. You know what I'm going to do? I just stirred that up. I'm going to add a tiny little Tabasco. Probably child-proof, so I can't get in. But I'm going to add it in to the bag. And from there I'm going to stir it so it has time to sit a little bit. This is fun. You ever seen a hot sauce this tiny? That's crazy. I'm going to take the tiny little hot sauce, pour it in here. And honestly, I might keep this as a little memento. Put it on my desk at work. It's probably about time for the coffee. I'll tell you, it does not look very appealing. I know that's a consequence of having a dirty cup and not stirring it yet, but it doesn't look super great just yet. But we're here for function. Take this bad boy out. Stir it up with the granola spoon, because those tastes feel as if they mix. So basically we got double strong coffee with some sort of ritzy Irish cream cappuccino powder. Remember, this is a cold weather pack. The heat index is in the hundreds, so like a cup of coffee is not really what I'm looking for right now, but coffee with a crunch, it does taste pretty good. If you want, you can chew on it a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably come back to that. That's enjoyable. Certainly, we've waited long enough for the star of the show. Tapping my spoon out on a rock. The Western style scrambled eggs, topped with tiny little Tabasco. Let's see how it goes. Dude, a good hot sauce can do so much heavy lifting. This is wet, soggy. The meat's not fully hydrated. The water wasn't hot enough, so it's cold. And that's about how this will probably always be experienced. Anyone eating this is not getting it all right, you know? That said, that hot sauce makes it worth it. I don't much do eggs. I've got 10 chickens. I don't know that I've eaten eggs from them in near a year. Well, this isn't that bad. Now, if it didn't have the hot sauce, again, this would not be the same story, but it does, and that works. It says uncured ham, but it does taste smoky. Just kind of bacon forward, which is cool. Wild that bacon comes from the same thing as ham. Pulled pork, same thing as ham. And yet somehow ham just doesn't do it. I keep spinning that out because I keep getting chunks. Alright. On to the desserts. We got 2 today, which is cool. We got a chocolate chip toaster pastry. This guy. And the maple muffin top. This guy. And I'll tell you, the maple muffin top that I have back at the station is not nearly crushed quite so thin. I think that's the same story as this pastry. This is cool. Again, likeness to a regular snack. Reminds me clearly of a Hot Pocket. Not a Hot Pocket, what are they called? Pop-Tarts. Dude, if this is breakfast food, what a wild way to start your day. Carb loading, all the sugar. I'm no nutritionist, but if I was building out an MRE, I wanted our military to be able to sustain their energy throughout the day. Wouldn't start with endless carbs and sugar. Alright, chocolate chip toaster pastry. Underwhelming, but nothing wrong with it. Just like a Pop-Tart. Maple muffin top. Now, being from Vermont, my definition of maple and most of the rest of the country's definition of maple are a little bit different. Maple flavored is not maple. Maple syrup is maple. But even maple syrup from the store, while still maple syrup and still maple, is less maple than maple syrup made by you or your family. Yeah, this is, I mean, obviously, I didn't expect it to be real maple, but this is, what is that? Mrs. Buttersworth? Was she the maple person? As always, so soft. The most appealing part of any of these MRE desserts is the texture. I use the ability to feel like home as a bar for how I rate these things pretty often. I think the eagle just flew over. But might be a little bit biased because my home does not use fake maple. Something out there moving against the current. Let's go explore that for a second. Because basically we're done with the meal. My bias is affecting my rating. I don't do breakfast. 6 out of 10. Absolutely serves its purpose. If you like breakfast food, you'll probably like it. Oh, check it out. I don't know if you can see it flying away. Maybe it'll come back. It's weird, so the current's going in 2 different directions. I'm not, oh, there it is. Over here wondering, what the heck is this guy doing out here? No shoes and eating a bunch of freeze-dried, vacuum-sealed food. Dang fool. I'm having a good time, that's what I'm doing. And I hope you had a good time too. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching Rations. Wherever you are, whether you're here in Vermont, whether you're across the country, watching this on one of our syndicated family stations, I like to call them. Either way, if you can't get outside, I hope you enjoyed getting outside with me. Peace. And now it's time to pack out what we packed in, clean up our mess. Not bad.